Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to your full moon in Libra tarot reading. My name is Natasha. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. My mom is a Libra, so I love me some Libras. I have today, as far as my setup goes, I got these teacup candles, which I think really tap into just this really romantic-y energy. So besides the full moon in Libra, we also have Venus in Pisces, which is this very soft, sweet, romantic Venus energy. Venus is actually the planet that rules Libra, and so just is very, we have like a lot in Pisces going on. So I'm a Pisces sun and a Pisces Venus, so like I feel pretty good. But we also have Jupiter and Neptune conjuncting in Pisces on April 12th. Now the full moon is April 16th through the 17th, at that night between those 2 days, and the conjunct of Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces is the 12th, but they're not gonna be like exactly lined up. That's the day that they exactly line up, but they're still gonna be in Pisces. I think until in the beginning of May. So it's just very dreamy energy. If you've been having really weird dreams lately, that's definitely the Pisces. You can blame Pisces for that. And this full moon in Libra is all about balance, as of course Libra is. In tarot, Libra is ruled by justice. This is the tarot deck I'm using, is the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. We can see the Five of Cups here lingering at the bottom. That has been a theme that has been coming up a lot. That Five of Cups has been stalking us for sure. But yeah, what else do I want to say? Libra rules the heart chakra, so it's all about, the heart chakra is the balance chakra, so it balances the top chakras and the bottom. And as we know, the heart chakra is of course about love, but it's about equal give and take, equally giving and receiving. This quote that has been just in my mind, and I've spoken about it in the live tarot readings in my YouTube membership, which by the way, you can join us. I do live tarot readings every week to check in with the energies and live yoga classes. Just hit the join button on my channel. But it's this quote from one of my favorite creators. Her username on Instagram is Kanoa Green. She's a body positive fitness trainer, and something she said recently was, your self-care has to match your output. So your self-care has to be equal to the energy that you're outputting. So essentially, you know, if you're grinding, hustling, working for months and months and months, and then your self-care is just like, well, I'm just gonna like light a candle and take a bath, and that's magically gonna cancel out the months that I've been working hard. No, your input, your self-care has to match your output, all that energy you're exerting. That has to balance, or else you're going to get burnt out. So that's really the vibe for this full moon. As we know, full moons are about releasing, and it's about releasing what is making you feel unbalanced, releasing what is causing that imbalance of energy exchange. So honestly, I think it's really lovely energy. It is going to get a little intense, as full moons do, as with all this Pisces energy. Could be a little brain foggy and just a little like, ooh, and maybe some nightmares for sure, but I really like this energy. So again, like I said, I have my teacup candles. I got this big old rose quartz moon because rose quartz is great for Libras, for the heart chakra, and of course for the full moon. Yeah, I'm going to light these candles. I have some Libra matches, so I'm going to light these candles with these matches, and then I will shuffle and we will get started. So this is a collective reading. What does the collective mean? That means if you're here, if you found this, it's meant for you. I kind of put out the intention that whoever needs to see this will see this. So you are my collective. Welcome, my friends. Let's get this other candle going. All right, I'm going to start shuffling. So like I said, I'm using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot deck, and then I'm using this oracle deck, Believe in Your Own Magic by Amanda Lovelace. I love her books. She is amazing. This is a great oracle deck. I love it because it's super inclusive as far as bodies and just gender identities and everything. Very, very, very inclusive. I do have the guidebook here, so, you know, I'll interpret what I think the card means, and then I'll also read the meaning from the guidebook. So we'll clarify with that oracle deck later. But for now, I'm going to shuffle the tarot, and we're going to see what comes up. So take a few moments to breathe deeply here while I shuffle. Connect with what you're wanting to receive here. Connect with the energies of this Libra full moon, perhaps. If you'd like to close your eyes and breathe, visualizing a warm green light radiating out from your heart. That's our heart chakra energy, that warm green light. And just asking yourself Where in my life do I need balance? Where do I need balance? What can I release to bring me balance? And just breathe deeply here. If there's any questions that you personally have for this reading, send them, visualize them, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. All right, my lovelies. Let's see. Let's see who comes out. Oh, Lordy. All right, I'm going to keep pulling because I'm hearing the message to keep pulling, especially because we got the card that I'm scared of. Oh, yes. All right. Definitely not terrible. We'll see. Let me turn this around and we're going to see what we got. My friends, if you saw me make a face, it's because the Tower came out, but it's fine. We're going to deal with it. Justice came out, which is nice. We'd love to see her. There's Libra right there in the scales. That is Justice. We have the Six of Pentacles, which is literally the card of equal give and take. So, I mean, honestly, this reading couldn't get any clearer. We have Judgment, who I feel like has been stalking us pretty much for the past few readings. The Chariot, and the Page of Pentacles. Now, at the bottom of the deck, we also had the moon. So look, the full moon's coming through. We literally have the full moon in Libra here in this reading. So let's talk about it. All right, my friends, let's talk about it. So I think in this case, as much as, you know, I don't like the Tower, I have come to have an understanding with the Tower. I've come to have this relationship with the Tower where usually the Tower only comes through if you have ignored the work that you were supposed to do. You haven't done the shadow work. You haven't done the things that you were supposed to do. And then the Tower gets thrown at you because the universe is like, hey, you thought you'd get away with it, but you're not. Here I am to rock your stuff, rock your world, so I can get you on the path that I want you to be. Now, I think that the Tower comes here almost as a warning or kind of like a threat, you know, but it's over judgment, right? And I feel like the message here, or the threat, the warning here, is that if you're not tapping into your highest self, your favorite self, your truest self, if you're not getting in alignment with what you know you need to be doing, if you're not in alignment with your purpose and you're just over here doing like whatever, and you know you're not supposed to be over here doing whatever, and you're not doing what you need to be doing, and you're not aligning with your true highest favorite self, you're gonna have a Tower. You're gonna have a Tower moment. Or maybe you have had the Tower moment. Maybe, because this technically would be in the position of past, perhaps you've had the Tower moment. You've had your Tower come crashing down. You've had lightning strike your Tower. You've had that catastrophe. And you know it's because you were not doing what you were supposed to be doing. You were not aligning with your truest self. Judgment is the card of ascension, of ascending to that truest, highest self, the card of enlightenment. And it is a judgment call, right? I mean, the Tower is kind of the ultimate judgment. So when judgment comes a calling and you're still over here doing the stuff you're not supposed to be doing, the Tower is gonna come for you. So perhaps you've already had that Tower. Perhaps it's just a threat. But it's a warning. Either way, it's a warning of if you continue to not go on the path that you're supposed to be going on, if you continue to just do behaviors and things and give your energy to people who you don't need to be giving your energy to, and you continue to just like not align with where you're supposed to be and choosing more so the devil energy. I saw the devil kind of popping up while I was shuffling. If you continue to choose to be in that devil energy, the Tower is going to come to call. But perhaps it's just a warning of, you know, we don't want to get back to this place. It's a warning of if you don't balance out, if you don't equal your input and output, because that's also what we're getting here. We literally have Justice, who is the card of Libra, and the Six of Pentacles, which is, look, the scales are in both of these cards, guys. I can't make this up. We got both the Libra cards here. If you do not balance out, the Tower is going to come for you. Whether it comes in the form of burnout, whether it comes in the form of something really epic and unfortunate, like maybe, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, I'm just saying that this is usually how the Tower comes up. This is how it's come up for me. You know, if I was ignoring how bad my relationship had gotten. It kind of turned up as a tower moment and kind of forced me to go through and get my divorce. I was ignoring, before I quit my full-time job to pursue this full-time, I was at like literally the worst job of my life, working 14-hour days, just miserable, coming home crying every day. And it had to show up in a tower moment of me just absolutely losing it and quitting my job with no notice and just like crashing and burning into just a ball of flames because I was so burnt out. It can show up in a lot of different ways, but either way, the tower is catastrophe. And if you don't balance out, it's coming. It's coming. We need balance. Justice is also karmic balance. So perhaps you have had that tower moment and you're like, I did have my tower and now I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing. I'm aligning with my highest self. I'm doing the things I know I need to be doing. When am I going to see my scales balance? When am I going to see the balance? When I'm going to see the karmic justice? When am I going to see all my hard work come to fruition? It's coming soon. The scales are balancing soon. Again, justice, and then the Six of Pentacles is equal give and take. It's a card of generosity. Perhaps, maybe your scales are balancing too heavy to your end, and you're really, because I think a lot of the times we think about being imbalanced and this tower moment as in terms of like burnout and as in terms of like, I'm working too hard, I'm doing too much. But the balance could be in the other way. The balance could perhaps be, maybe you have had that tower moment and now you've really scaled back. Now fear is stopping you from putting yourself out there. Fear is stopping you from maybe taking a risk, or maybe sharing something, or being generous and giving some of your money out. It's a very scarcity, right? The extremes can go one way or another. It can be scarce or it can be too much. We want to find that sweet spot right in the middle. So we want these scales to balance. We want equal give and take. So maybe you need to start giving some of your time, giving some of your energy, giving you some of your money, putting yourself out there again, because I know it's scary. The tower scared us. We're like, I never want that to happen again. So like for me, it shows up in my relationship. I had this really catastrophe marriage that ended up in a catastrophe divorce, and I'm scared to put myself out there again. So my scales are not balanced. It's like kind of really heavy over to my end, and I'm too scared to like put myself back out there. But we have to have those scales come back into balance. You can have too much of a good thing and too much of a bad thing. We want just enough. And that's what this is telling me. And with the Chariot, it's saying it's coming fast. If you've been waiting on the scales to balance, or you've been waiting on kind of some kind of karmic justice, or you've been waiting on to see the results of like you actually balancing out, he's coming. It's coming fast. And Chariot is rapid forward movement. And with the Page of Cups, perhaps it is coming in as a new love offer. It doesn't have to be love, but it's a new offer that the universe is kind of like, here you go. Like, this is essentially the reward. If you move past the tower and you acknowledge the threat of the tower and you do your work and you align with your highest, truest, favorite self, this is the reward. Rapid forward movement and a new cup. A new offer of love, of emotions, of stability, of something good. A golden cup. Golden cup with a fish in it. I feel like this is also very reminiscent of the Pisces, really heavy Pisces energy coming through. We got Neptune, Jupiter, Venus in Pisces. The moon, I believe, goes back into Pisces at the end of the month, like heavy on the Pisces. And also the moon is here. And this is also that Pisces. So this is the card of Pisces and also Cancer. We do have two cards of Cancer and also two cards of Pisces here. The moon is, of course, this is representing our full moon. Like I said, we literally have the full moon in Libra in our spread today. So thank you for that, universe. But this is that really dreamy illusion energy where you're like, I have no idea what's going on right now. I'm having some wacky dreams. I feel like I'm in a brain fog. Like I am just all over the place. I'm not really sure. That is the moon energy. That is the Pisces energy coming through. And how can we kind of lean into this energy without it, being scary or the unknown? It's scary, is maybe keep a dream journal. Maybe start to bring those dreams into fruition. The dreams that you have in your mind, start to take actions to make them real. Getting just really clear on what you want and kind of letting the fog dissipate and you know, the moon energy is that very delusion, confusing illusion, and just working on getting clearer on what you want, getting clearer on the energy around you, understanding the energy. We might not understand like what's going on, but we can understand kind of the cards at play here and control what we can control, which is, you know, aligning with our highest and truest self, even when things are unsure. I think this is kind of where we're all at. You know, the bottom of the deck is kind of the carrying energy. We're all in this really weird, like, space. We're all in this really weird, like, I don't know what's going on, but I know that I want to align with my highest self. I know that, you know, I want my scales to balance, and it's going to get clearer. The picture is going to get clearer. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty straightforward reading. It's very full moon in Libra with all these Pisces placements. It's kind of exactly, literally the energy that's happening right now. So yeah, let me go ahead and shuffle these oracle cards and we'll kind of get some clarity, perhaps a little bit deeper. But I mean, essentially the message is do your work, align with your highest self. Stop, I don't want to say the F word because I don't think I can. Stop freaking around. Stop messing around and get clear on what you want and start, you know, aligning with your highest, truest, favorite self so the scales can balance. Because if you don't, that Tower is a coming. But if you do, we have the happy, you know, message of the Chariot and the Page of Cups. Equal give and take. Equal input, equal output. We need to find that balance because that's the only thing that's going to counteract this really weird dreamy moon Tower blast energy. All right, let's see who comes through in this oracle deck. This deck is very large and I have very small hands, so it is a little hard for me to shuffle, but that's okay. All right. Love it. Love it. Oh my god. I cannot make this up, guys. Like, I truly... This is insane. I cannot make this up. All right. Let me flip this around and we're going to see what we got here. All right. We have gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. Sun, paint the sun back into your sky. Now, this is where I was like, are you kidding me? Which justice is coming. What did I just say? We literally have justice here. And I said, justice is coming. Karmic balance is coming. And then, can't make this up, Tower. Except a happy tower. Love it. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this lovely person doing a headstand. Like, it was like the happy tower. We have the tower. But this is a happy tower, and we got justice. Like, this is crazy, my friends. All right, I'm going to read us what the book has to say on these cards. But first, I'll give my thoughts. So, gold, you don't need someone else to fix you, is right above the Tower and Judgment. This is giving me very no one is coming for you from the liminal space deck that I have. You can fix yourself. You can balance things out yourself. You do not need to continue to rely on those things that don't serve you anymore. You can fix yourself. It's you know, she fixed her teacup with gold. I believe that's a traditional Japanese practice of filling the cracks with gold. And then sun, paint the sun back into your sky. So again, really like taking care of yourself vibes. Put the sun back into your life. Counteract that moon energy by putting the sun back into your life. And then, of course, which justice is coming. And then we have the Tower, which I'm just going to read these descriptions because I'm just like shook right now. Okay. So, gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. Someone is trying to convince you that you are broken beyond repair, unless you accept their helping hand, of course. If someone offers to fix some part of you, it is not because they're being selfless or kind. They know that you're in a vulnerable place and they want to make you entirely dependent on them. Tell them no thank you. You know exactly how to put the gold in your own cracks. So again, we want to avoid the Tower energy of messing around with those people, those energies, those places that are not good for us. No thank you. I can do it myself. That is gold. Now let's talk about sun. Paint the sun back into your sky. Don't build a home that will come crumbling down if a single person walks out of the front door. Tower. When it comes down to it, we can't depend on other people to make us feel happy and fulfilled. The fact is that people are going to leave from time to time, and you're the only one who's guaranteed to stay. Take the time to find sources of joy outside of your loved ones. You deserve happiness that lasts. So the energy here is very like, stop depending on toxic people or, you know, find kind of that balance within. I love to see it. All right, Justice. I'm very excited to see what this card has to say. Justice is coming. This is the Witch card. They say that whatever we do comes back to us the same times 3. If a person's intentions are well-meaning, then that good energy will come back to them in buckets. If a person's intentions are to do harm, then you get the picture here. Either way, the universe is ready to deliver justice. This person might be you. If so, you should handle it with grace and learn from your mistakes. Otherwise, this most likely applies to someone who's caused harm to you or your loved ones. Again, that is justice. That is karmic justice. Justice is coming. You can't hide from it. The scales are going to balance no matter what. And sometimes we're the one that messed up. That's when that Tower comes in, because we're the one that's been messing up and doing stuff we know we're not supposed to be doing. And the Tower will come and align the scales. Now, maybe it's something someone else was doing. Maybe it's outside forces that, you know, you can't really control, a job, a relationship, whatever. Justice is coming and it's going to balance those scales. All right, let's see what this Tower says. Tower, unplug and relax for a spell. It's time you took a step back and spent quality time with your one true best friend, yourself. Look up some yoga videos on YouTube. Hey! Try out guided meditation. Read a book from a genre you might not usually read. Take a morning stroll around your neighborhood and discover places you've never been before. When we take the time needed to recharge, we're paying the greatest respect for ourselves. So this is crazy. I'm just going to show you this comparison here. So what did I say about your output being equal to your input? That Tower card is all about self-care. If you want to avoid this Tower, look at this. Fire, brimstone, whole building coming crashing down, people falling from the building. Or do you want this Tower? Like, I don't know about y'all, but I want this Tower. This is like what I aspire to truly be in life. And no, yes, if you do not take care of yourself, if you do not stop doing the stuff that you know you're not supposed to be doing, justice will come for you, and the Tower, that Tower, the Tower we don't want is going to come for you. If you can level out your energies and you can start focusing on you and you can fix yourself, you know, not stop going outward for a source of happiness. Stop going outward for someone else to fix you. Start working on yourself. The scales are going to balance in a good way. Justice is going to come in a good way. And you're going to have this lovely Tower. Again, I don't want to say this is a threat, but this is a threat. I'm getting the message very clearly here. Take care of yourself. Make your self-care equal to your output. Go within to fix yourself, to better yourself, align with your highest, truest, favorite self, equally give and take. Stay balanced so we can have the Chariot energy into the Page of Cups. We can have happiness. We can have the happy Tower and not the scary Tower. So this message honestly couldn't get clearer. I'm kind of honestly shook, scared by some of these. I can't believe we have Justice in both decks and the Tower in both decks. That's crazy. Yeah. That's all I have, my lovelies. Don't forget to check out the yoga class. I mean, it literally said go do a yoga class on YouTube. I have a yoga class for this full moon. Don't forget to check out my YouTube membership. We have live classes, live tarot readings, all that jazz. I think that's all I have, my friends. So I will see you next time. Have a wonderful full moon. And yeah.